Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. I realized something the other day. I have not made a single special teams video all year, and you guys know me. I'm the special teams nerd. I'll talk about that all day long. We did do a film room article for the site on the Miles Killebrew punt block a couple weeks ago against Baltimore, but our first special teams video of the year, and it's going to be less focused on a play or some impactful moment. I just want to recognize that when you watch the tape of this, you think about, okay, offense is physical, defense can be physical, special teams can be as physical with as many car crashes as you're going to see. I want to walk you guys through that today. Before we begin, if you guys could like this video, also subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. But just a cut up of these moments, these car crashes from the Steelers-Packers game. Kick here from Chris Boswell. Watch the long snapper Christian Kuntz, and have you want to define that, usually maybe call him the right tackle, Isaiah Loudermilk, just getting trucked here. Packers very aggressive with their field goal rush team and attacking, Loudermilk attacking Kuntz, the long snapper. Long snappers do get a bit more protection, but there's no leveraging here. There's no one lined up over the long snapper. And really, this is just because the way that you have to protect, you have to kind of get wide and get big on the field goal protect unit, and these legs kind of interlock. You see that Kuntz has his legs in front of Sayamalu and Nate Herbig there, and when you get pushed, you really can't hold your ground anymore. You get run over. Same thing, or similar thing here with Loudermilk. So those guys, you just have to absorb it. You just have to let this guy rush into you, hold on just long enough for the operation to take place, the snap to hold the kick, and that's what it takes. To me, anytime there is a even decent punt or kick return, I always go, okay, where's the flag? And Calvin Austin had a 14-yard return, which is fine, not amazing. I thought there might be a flag somewhere, and there probably maybe should have been. Watching Nick Herbig here, number 51, looking for work. This one could have been a crackback block called, and that's the danger of being on these teams. You getting ear hole, getting hit from the side. There's so much space. Everyone's running at full speed trying to find the football, and right there, ref was looking right at it. They didn't call it. I don't know if that was the right call by the official to not throw the flag or not. Is Herbig technically in front? Is that a hit from the side? But right there, you're going to get ear hold like that. I'm sure that's not feel too good. He wanted a flag, did not get it, but that is the danger of the coverage units getting ear hold like that. Again, you'll see the contact right here. The NFL has done a better job of taking some of these hits out of the game, but you see it there. Again, field goal protect team, not a fun job. I think it's the worst job in football because you just have to absorb it, just eat it. There's really nothing you can do. These guys are going to rush into you with no regard, and there's really not much you can do. And so watch Rodney Williams, the left wing here. And actually, because of some field conditions, they took Cam Hayward, who's typically the left tackle that had the first snap here on the field goal protect team. They took him out after the first kick and put the rookie Keanu Benton in there, made the rookie have to absorb that kind of stuff. But just watch Williams. He's trying to block Van Ness, the rookie defensive lineman, and the edge guy gets just steamrolled by Van Ness while he's trying to punch and prevent the edge guy, just get him a bit wide. And Danny Smith likes to teach the punch as opposed to having your arm out, pre-snap, because that punch makes it harder for the edge guy to knock your hand down. There's more resistance on that punch. And so you kind of have to handle both on that overload side here. As Van Ness, dude's like 275 pounds, just runs you over. You just have to take it because you're trying to punch to widen that edge guy just enough here. You get run the heck over, but it's what you got to do to let this kick be true. Rodney Williams trying to get some revenge, so to speak, here later. A punt from Presley Harvin. Here is Williams as the right wing on the punt protect team. A lot of cut blocks from Rodney Williams as his kind of method to prevent the rush team from getting home, although we're not seeing a real strong rush here, pretty safe return, but just facing a cut block, and that does not feel good on the knees. Not exactly the most violent hit in the world, but anytime you get your knees taken out from underneath you, you flip over. That can't feel too good there from that Packers player. And then also watch Christian Kuntz. You get these kind of skirmishes and scrums where forget about the return. You just have two dudes locking up as they're giving each other the business, as that one ref once said in that kind of viral moment. So just the moments, the little things on punt team, it ends up being a pretty, innocuous couple-yard return overall. But watching Williams on the cut block, just to slow that guy down, you cut him enough that you're going to get that punt off every single time. And then Kuntz here, doing battle. We'll return to Christian Kuntz here in just a moment with him getting injured in this game, but yeah, a takedown there as those guys just start kind of scrapping while the world moves on. I know the CBS broadcast showed it, but we'll look at it from the coach's tape. Christian Kuntz here, the reason why he had his ankle all taped up and is probably hurting pretty good today, just like an offensive lineman that gets, run into from the side, just minding his business, handling his block, and then a pile rolls into him. You've seen those injuries happen so often. Kuntz here holding on. You see the Packers players spike inside. Riley's able to push him down, but that goes right into the knee ankle of Christian Kuntz, and you really kind of lose it in all the pile of bodies, but his leg is bending in a way you don't want legs to bend. Very lucky he's even able to come back to this game. He gutted it out, so kudos to him for being Pittsburgh tough. He's a local kid. You'll kind of see it from this end, too. The left knee right there bends, the ankle right into that. I don't know what the injury is. Mike Tomlin did not mention Kuntz during his injury roundup during his Tuesday press conference. Almost get the fumble recovery as the Packers punt returner muffs this one, but Kuntz getting hurt, he feels it the whole way, and that is the life of playing on special teams. To me, some of the most cringe-inducing moments of, oh my goodness, how did you not tear everything, comes again on the field goal protect team. We've revisited this topic here a couple of times already. Watch Broderick Jones. Where is he at? He's going to be right there, and you can kind of see where this one's going, doing the splits. And I think Pittsburgh put down a new patch of grass for the hash marks. You kind of see, it's harder to tell from this shot, but there was some new grass I think they put down. They played 4 games at the stadium since the start of November, and guys were slipping. I don't think the conditions were great overall. He tries to put that left cleat in the turf. It just gives out. You got guys just bull rushing you, and that is not a good position to be in. I don't know how you don't just tear your everything on that, but Jones is, luckily he's an athlete, he's flexible, and then not only do you have that, now you just have the 275-pound lineman fall on top of you as well. So I don't know how Jones is walking after that. I would not be able to get up, so we'll check it out from the other end zone view. You see this all the time, though, just guys getting run over or just, with the body put in just the worst position, all for the kick to be good. Mentioned that Kuntz got hurt, taped his ankle, came back because you don't want to deal with your backup long snapper, and Pittsburgh's backup snapper was probably Cole Holcomb, who's out for the year. They probably had to go to their third string guy if Kuntz didn't go. So if there was any way for him to finish this one out, he had to do it, and so again, kudos to him for that. But Green Bay, they know what's going on. You see that left ankle taped up, and so what do? Number 90, Lucas Van Ness, 275-pound rookie. Let's bull rush him down the middle. We're going to take advantage of the injured player and test him. The long snapper on punts aren't afforded the same protections as they are on field goals. And Kuntz, again, to his credit, it's not pretty. It's not easy. It's, I'm sure, painful, but just hold on long enough. Just hold on. Yeah, he goes to the ground, but by then the punt is off. Good snap overall to Presley Harvin. So you just have to, again, take it. It's the price you pay there, and he's feeling it certainly right there. Tries to get back up. He's a madman, but again, that's just the little things that you're never really going to see from the broadcast view. That starting long snapper with the injured ankle, having to just absorb the defensive lineman, running him over late in the game here, all in an effort to get the win. So I just want to acknowledge that moment. Also, even on this right side here, Williams again with the cut block. The defensive lineman or the edge guy here for the Packers tries to avoid it, and he just kind of gets popped in midair by number 49. That's Tariq Carpenter, who probably will see more playing time given all the inside linebacker injuries in Pittsburgh right now. So not a brutal collision, but you're still getting just slammed by the linebacker here while you're in midair, and just all this happening while the broadcast is watching this punt fly away. Finally, not even the coaches are safe, as I'm sure you guys have heard and probably seen the clips by now. Danny Smith getting just run over, as my video slows down. Let me speed that back up. Getting run over by DeMonte Casey after the Packers player pushed him at the very end. There's Danny Smith saying, get down, and it's Danny Smith about to go down right there. That is, cannot be a good feeling there for Danny Smith, and luckily seems to be okay. The joke is the gum cushioned his fall, but right there, 70-year-old Danny Smith, that is a hard hit right on that shoulder. And thankfully he's okay. We'll actually slow it down just one time. But in this game, special teams collisions were everywhere, including on the coaching staff, even on non-special team plays. And so Casey going out, getting that shove right there and right into Danny Smith. And again, thankfully, seems to be okay. But just want to note that. Don't talk about special teams too often overall, but there's a lot of collisions and car crashes, and it used to be 10 times worse. I mean, I've seen the hardest hit I've ever seen in any game, in any situation, was Rosie Nix on a kick coverage play against the Raiders, and I always forget who the player was. It was a Raiders linebacker, and it was a touchback, and the linebacker never saw him, and Nix just ran the dude over, just smacked him, and you don't really see that anymore. The NFL, again, has tried to reduce kickoffs and kick returns because of these concussions that happen in these events, because you got guys sprinting full speed, colliding into each other. So beyond even the obvious tackles and big hits that happen then, the little things in terms of protecting and, I think, again, especially on field goal protect, when you're just kind of having to just absorb the rush and just take it without really much you can do about it just to make sure the kick gets off. So just highlighting that, just want to have a little fun with special teams, pretty important role. And I think Pittsburgh special teams overall has been solid this year, but just highlighting the kind of ugly underbelly of this game. So I'll wrap things up, probably talk too much, but you guys get the point. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to you soon.